Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my first impressions look on the Nike Precision 6. So this shoe is going for $75. They increased the price by $5 as opposed to the Nike Precision 5. You guys remember this shoe? This was an amazing shoe, especially for the price. So if you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. I mean, the Precision 6, the Precision line actually has been very nice, right? And this colorway is so dope. Look at this. It looks awesome. There is a red swoosh here on the medial side, and we have a red lace loop as well, but the colorway is so sick. I absolutely love this, like, what is this? Like a very soft pink or purple color. But anyways, again, links are below, but let's get started off with the tracciones. And as far as the traction goes, it's identical to the original or the Precision 5. And I don't know, like Nike's been doing this with all their budget shoes. It's pretty much the same exact traction and midsole for 2 years, so there's really no update. I mean, the only update is the material. But anyways, the traction is identical. We have a solid rubber outsole here in the Precision 6, like this colorway, and we have herringbone and also nubs, right? And I don't really understand why it was designed like this, just because the high wear area in an outsole is like where the ball of your foot is, and also here in the heel, right? So you want the more durable like pattern to be on the medial side, but in this design we have nubs where like the ball of your foot is, and we have herringbone where like on the lateral side, which is not as high wear, right? So durability, that doesn't really make any sense, but also the rubber still seems pretty hard, even in the nubs. So I did play with the Precision 5 on an outdoor court and durability was good, so the Precision 6 is still gonna be good. It has a lot of squeak on my wood floors and it's probably gonna bite pretty damn well, just like the Precision 5. So there is the traction. As far as the heel to toe transition goes, it feels like it's going to be very smooth as well, right? So here in the heel, nice curve shape. We have a fully exposed midsole, and also here in the forefoot, we have a curve shape and a lot of forefoot flex. So heel to toe transition also feels really smooth so far, and you know, me just like walking around in it. Also, the cushioning setup is exactly the same, right? Look at that. Identical. So they don't even mention what foam it is on the Nike website. It just says plush foam or soft foam or whatever. And yeah, it feels the exact same as the Precision 5. So we have a little bit of compression here in the heel. It's mostly just responsive. We have great core feel, but impact protection I don't think is going to be good, especially on hard impacts, just like in the Precision 5. So there is the cushioning setup there. Moving on to the materials. Also, the materials are very similar, right? So we have like a nice like textile material, and it feels pretty quality, especially for only 75 bucks. And then here in the Precision 5, we also have a really nice textile material for 70 bucks. And yeah, it feels great. I love what Nike's doing with the Precision line. I guess they did cut corners as far as pricing goes in the cushion, and also I guess like the fuse material, but I mean, that makes sense. But they gave us very nice materials. I really like it. I could definitely see it in like $120, $130 shoe even, you know what I mean? So it feels great here in the toe box. We have a little bit of fuse here on the medial side, also here on the lateral side as well for extra support and durability. I wish they would have put a little bit of fuse here at the tip of the toe for like toe drags, but you know, whatever. And then for the tongue, we have a little bit of padding, which feels nice and cozy on top of your foot. But one thing I don't like about the design is that it is an independent tongue, right? So it was an independent tongue in the Precision 5 as well. The Precision 6 though, when I was putting it on, the reason why I don't like independent tongues is that first of all, it can move around, right? So they definitely do fix that with having like this lace loop here in the middle of the tongue. So that keeps it in place because the laces kind of like lock the tongue down, right? But also another reason why I don't like independent tongues is that it folds over on itself like this. And then when you put on a shoe and tighten it up, it like folds over and it feels a little uncomfortable, so you have to loosen everything up again and then like kind of like fix it, right? So I wish it did have like a half booty construction like most modern basketball shoes have, but I guess they don't. It is extra material that they need to use, so also I guess that's where they kind of like cut costs, right? Also here in the ankle area, we have very minimal padding too. So overall, it feels super minimal and very lightweight on foot. I really like how the materials feel, and also like the little extra padding that you get from the tongue feels nice and cozy, right? All right, moving on to the fit. I went true to size and it runs just a tiny bit long. Actually, the Precision 5 was true to size, and that was good to go. A very snug fit. But here in the Precision 6, there is a little bit of length. I don't know if I would have been comfortable going down half a size just because it's just a tiny bit of length, right? So if I went down half a size, I feel like it would have been a little too snug lengthwise. So just be careful on that. I mean, if you want a really snug fit, I guess you can go down half a size. But for most people, I feel like going true to size, you should be good to go. It's just there's gonna be a little bit of length for you guys, right? Also here in the toe box, it is a snug fit. This textile material will probably stretch out a good amount though. And as far as the width goes, it is like on the narrower side of things, but it's not super narrow, especially comparing to like KDs and also like the Precision 5. These actually feel a little bit more snug than the Precision 6. So there is a fit there. Moving on to the support and lockdown, I feel like it's also going to be very good, just like here in the Precision 5. So of course, as far as a sidewall goes, we have the foam coming out acting as a sidewall for like the forefoot area right here. And then here in the heel, we have an internal TPO heel counter. So lateral containment, you're probably going to be good to go. But we'll have to see on the support of the material. The material is super soft. So hopefully like my foot doesn't roll over a little bit inside of the shoe, you know, or like the material doesn't roll over when I'm doing like hard lateral movements. So I'm gonna need to test that out. But overall, as far as like how it looks like it's gonna be very good, right? Also, lateral stability, look at that. Look at that crazy ass outrigger, super wide, super sharp outrigger. So yeah, lateral stability is probably going to be good in this shoe as well. Moving on to the weight, yeah, it's probably gonna be like what, 10 ounces? Yeah, 10.26 ounces. Let's check the other pair. 10.19 ounces. So yeah, that's very light. The average weight of my shoes is around 12.5 ounces. So yeah, that's a lot lighter than average. The Precision 5 is probably around the same. Oh no, it's actually lighter, 9.88 ounces. It's just like 0.3 ounces, not a huge deal. But yeah, I mean, this is a super lightweight shoe. It feels very minimal on foot as well. And if the traction is just as good as a Precision 5, then it'll be a very responsive shoe. But of course, I don't know that yet just because, you know, the traction pattern is the same, right? But they can change the rubber compound on a shoe. So maybe it might not be a good traction. We'll have to see on that. Just from my experience, the traction, like the rubber compound that they use in a shoe is more important than the actual rubber like pattern. So we'll have to see on that. As far as the aesthetics go, like I said, I absolutely love it. The Precision 5 looked dope, but the Precision 6 looks great. And maybe it's just the colorway though. This colorway looks absolutely amazing. Maybe the white midsole, I feel like if it was like the same like pink color, it would have looked a little bit better, but still the white doesn't really bother me too much. And I also really like the red accents, right? So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, the Precision line has been awesome. Like a great line for Nike, super budget shoe, but it's been giving us really good performance, right? So the Precision 6 probably is going to perform just as good as the Precision 5. It is a little bit roomier than the Precision 5, which I don't like as much just because I like a very snug fit, but the traction, cushion is pretty much the same. Traction though, of course, like I said, we'll have to see. Maybe they change up the compound, but that's pretty unlikely, right? Also, we'll have to see on the lateral containment, but yeah, my first impressions, I really like it, and it's a very cheap shoe, and it'll probably be in like the top budget list as well, just like the Precision 5 did, right? But anyways, that about concludes my first impressions look on the Nike Precision 6. Again, if you guys do want to cop this shoe, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.